Adjective. A slang expression popularized by American jazz musicians in the 1920s and 30s. Cool is anything, or anyone, who exhibits a distinctive style.
Cool for a guy is being so tough you're not really fazed by anything. Cool for a girl is something kind of awesome, something you want to get around.
Cool. Objector. Adjective. Like it matters. Cool means maximum status points. If you're cool, that means you hang with a way cool crowd that rules the school.
Cool is hot.
Cool is wild.
Cool just is. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me. Like there's an excuse for you.
Uncool. Adjective. Derived from contemporary American slang, meaning not trendy or fashionable, unstylish.
Uncool. Observation. Completely out of it.
Uncool. The very last thing you want to be around.
Uncool is boring.
Uncool is hopelessly and totally dull.
Uncool is nowhere.
Uncool is her. Ow! Watch the mutilation, Jenny.
That was a way cool thing to say, Brittany.
Yeah, well, the truth hurts.
So does stupidity. And you must be having an extra strength of talent all day.
Ouch, shots to the ego.
What's your damage anyway, Jenny?
Yeah, what's your damage?
You doing brief charity work these days? I mean, collecting for losers is so toss calendar.
It's so toss calendar.
Give it a rest, Herb. I just think what Brittany said about the new girl was way harsh.
Maybe, but I prefer to let my parents handle the weeping sympathy cases.
Oh, well, they must have a lot of experience with you at home.
Ouch, ouch, Brittany's down by two.
Girl fights, I love them. Maybe it'll escalate to mud wrestling.
In your dreams.
How'd you know?
I think what Jimmy is trying to say is that you were being kind of harsh to Beth.
That Beth creature? Police, I've seen more style on the worm farm.
Give her a break. She's only been in school a weekend already. You sentenced her to the dork dungeons.
Tried and convicted. It's not my fault. You've seen the way she dresses.
You can't judge people by their clothes. If you did, then we have some curve to the wastrels.
You talking about me, girlfriend?
I'm always talking about you, boyfriend.
You better limit yourself to sweet little nothings, or else I might have to spread myself around a little.
Spread yourself around. Like in a mirror?
Good one, Tamika.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Oh, not now, not ever. Your play privileges have been shut down and canceled.
Oh, girlfriend. You know you're the sweetest thing at River Ridge High. You can make algebra worth sitting through.
Keep talking and I may forgive you.
You're my dream angel, my thought candy, my heart stopper, my goddess of the hallways. Oh no.
I'm all teary-eyed.
It's time to shut up now.
Aww, a Kodak moment. Remind me to be ill.
All I'm saying is that maybe we should cut Beth some slack. She's new. Give her a chance to fit in. She might turn out to be pretty cool after all.
Yeah.
High school kids can be so immature, you know? Anyway, that's the crowd I hang with here at River Ridge High. Usually they're pretty cool, even Brittany. Though sometimes she acts like she's scamming votes for some Cosmic Snob of the Year award. But hey, they're my buds. And sometimes you gotta get your mind over what matters. Or something like that. I mean, bottom line is, they're the coolest playing around school. Todd's quarterback of the football team. Tamika is class president, and Nikki's dad owns a Mercedes dealership. So like, major duh, who else would I possibly want to hang out with? Things were skating pretty level around here, until this new girl, Beth, showed up, looking like a walking kidney sign. The word is she got the slip and slide from some little red schoolhouse on the corner of obscurity and nowhere, about as backwoods just Honest Abe's cabin. The school rumor factory case in the overtone. You know what it's like when someone's new. She's homeless. She got tossed when I was the school mascot. She's in the FBI Witness Protection Program. Since day one, she's River Ridge High's biggest rubbernecking attraction. And because she won't talk to anyone, it only pumps up the mystery factor. But after a week, she's as still as leftover potato chips. She gets a major attack of the bull rings and the mystery factor around her shrivels like cheap makeup on a hot day. Because she's yesterday's headline, nobody wastes a glance on her anymore. When they do speak in her vicinity, it's with a slam or a put down. I kind of felt sorry for her, you know? Oh, in case you're getting all panic attacked, I'm not really cutting class. See, I'm the narrator of this play, and I can totally crumple time and space. Cool, huh? Hey, Beth, drop down a game level. I'll talk to you. How's it going?
Fine.
I'm Jenny. Welcome to River Ridge High. It's okay. Words aren't antiques. You don't have to hoard them.
Sorry, I'm not much of a talker.
Could have fooled me. So I hear you're from Alabama or something.
Utah.
Same continent. So what do you think of our school?
Cold, hostile, rude, elitist.
Good scoping. You cut all our good points.
That's supposed to be a joke?
Will it make you loosen up if it is?
Maybe.
Great. Then it's a joke.
I have to go now.
Maybe social calendar, huh? Look, I'm sorry about what my friend said earlier. They don't mean to be jerks, but they can't help it. It's in their blood. Emotional cholesterol. Too much cafeteria food, I think.
It's fine.
They didn't like emotionally cook you or anything, did they?
Not really. It's just tough adjusting to a new city. Every school has its own rules.
Tell me about it. In kindergarten, they made us take naps. I was scarred for life.
You're funny.
Thanks. Class win. 2 years running.
Really?
No. But it should look good on my resume. You want to chat me? I got this period free.
Really?
No. But I'm the narrator, and I've played a couple times space. Check this out.
Awesome.
I can even make it lunch period. Thank you, Mr. Guernsey. What is it?
The heck if I know.
Mystery meat. My advice, chew it until it gives up. And if it starts to crawl, don't eat it.
Yeah.
So what was Utah like?
About the same. I was only there for 2 semesters.
Mormoned out or allergic to salt lakes?
My dad's in the military, so they shipped me from base to base. I've been in 15 different schools, and I just started my junior year.
How many different schools?
15.
Ouch, that really bites.
Yeah, I have emotional teeth marks to prove it. Well, I don't want to bore you with my sad story. I better go.
Hold on a second. Do I look in danger of dozing?
Not really.
Then let me decide if I'm bored to death. Thank you very much. Besides, there's still a slab of undigested stimulated food byproduct on your tray.
Can I ask you something?
As long as it doesn't have anything to do with pilgrims. I went down in flames on my last social studies test.
That's my best subject. Maybe I can help you out sometime?
Deal. So what's your big cosmos-shattering question?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Be fair. I told you about my social studies handicap.
I just want to know why everyone picks on me.
I don't know. Something to do, I guess. Backs the boredom.
But why me?
I don't know. You're new. Different.
I don't want to be different. I'm tired of being different.
Wrap it down a game level slick. Different isn't always a plague type thing.
It is for me.
I say, you just be you and let everyone else find friends if they don't like it.
What if myself isn't worth being?
Whoa! That kind of talk scores a whopping 49 on the old self-pity meter. Besides, who said we figure worth based on total winks, broken small talk? I say, if you just let yourself be you, everyone else will come around.
It's easy for you to say. Everybody likes you.
They'd like you too if they got to know you.
I wish it were that easy. But what's the geekiest thing about me?
Well, you do dress like the homeless on parade. That look is so toss calendar, if you don't mind my saying.
Oh,
Hey, some of my friends and I are going to run with them after school. You interested?
you don't think they mind if I join?
They'll get over it. Truth is, the group's getting pretty socially anemic.
Socially uneven?
We're in need of some new blood, new ideas, new jokes. Especially new jokes. Pot has almost figured out all the ones we told last year.
Remedial fashion seems to be contagious.
But wait,
All right, the coast is clear. Everyone go back to your homes. The coast is clear.
That was a close one.
Isn't that the truth? Hey, maybe we should get out the geeky cameras and check for any residual radiation.
sometimes you guys are just so uncool.
What's her deal?
It's me.
Must be about hair day.
Obviously, my friends were going to make this whole bad thing a whole lot harder than it needed to be. It wasn't that they were bad people. It's just that they were totally clueless about how much pain cool jokes and stupid comments can cause someone of the sensitive persuasion. Oh, chill a sec. I could seriously get used to this. Anyway, my philosophy in life is that the world is like this big electromagnetic device, and people are like pre-recorded cassette tapes. If you don't treat them very carefully, you can scramble up and erase what's inside without anything showing on the outside cover. So like, when you finally make that effort to tear off that annoying outside wrapper and get excited about listening to this exquisitely personal music, all you're left with is this crackling vista instead of the beautiful sounds that were supposed to be there. Anyway, I was afraid my friends were being like total microwaves and were going to mess up Beth big time. Which would be a shame because unlike cassette tapes, you can't return people if you ruin it. After all, people don't usually come with receipts. As for me, I guess I saw Beth as my project, like taking home a stray kitten, or maybe a gerbil. But even I didn't see all there is to Beth. Mall time!
Hey, Nikki, what's up?
Sup isn't a greeting term. It's something you do in a dinner table.
You obviously don't know modern street vernacular, woman. Sup is short for what's up, which is short for what is happening, which is short for how are things doing in your utterly dull world today.
I see. So next year, it'll be shortened into up and then just be up.
I ain't getting it.
Civilization doesn't stand a chance. Can't you see it now? Everyone greeting each other with pup.
Hey, works with me.
Hey guys!
Huh.
But
What's with the motorboat impression?
I don't even want to know.
Check this, guys. Isn't this just too me?
Oh, it's you all right.
I must have this. I won't be able to gasp air without it.
Hey, well the dressing room's over there. Let's go try it on.
Hey, Jenny.
Beth, what are you doing here?
I thought about what you said about how I dress, and I figured I need a new look. That look's been done. Believe me. You not like it?
It's just that. It's not you.
Yeah, to find you might want to go to the wannabe department. It's between little girls and hopeless.
Shut up, Todd.
I'm sorry. At least I can throw something to laugh at.
see what you done below your brain? You hurt the girl's feelings.
Please? Someone tell me I'm not looking in a mirror?
The girl's been cloned. Ain't science wonderful?
Suddenly, I've decided I don't like this look. Let's go check out the limited.
Freeze your buns, all of you. You should be ashamed of yourself. The girl is only trying to fit in, and you treat her like some subhuman slime creature.
You're only goofing with him, man.
Well, goofing hurts. So does name calling. If you think it makes you cool to cut the legs off someone else's self-esteem, you are seriously off the mark.
Jenny's right. We were being really brutal to Beth.
Brutal? That kitty litter tried to copy my style. She ruined a perfectly good fashion find for me. You don't realize how traumatic that is.
You are definitely in need of a life, Brittany. And as for the rest of you, what did Beth ever do to you? Aside from looking up to you as being class guys, you guys don't know what cool is.
We get it, Jenny. We'll back off.
It's not like we were trying to leave scars or anything.
Then don't.
This is getting too Sally, Jesse, and Oprah for me. I'm out of here. You coming, Clan?
You go ahead. I think I sort of lost the mood to shop.
Lost the mood to shop? Are you diseased?
Hey, we'll catch up with you later.
I think we've just got some fun with it.
Whoa. Let's not go too far with this touchy-feely thing here.
You guys are pitiful.
After that tragic scene at the mall, my friends and I got together and talked out this Beth thing.
Who's she talking to?
Even Todd and Herb agreed to back off, which is a mega concession from guys who have 5 years of overdrive installed on their mouths.
I think she's talking about us.
Tamika and I couldn't convince them to apologize, but they did agree to stop dumping on her. Though Brittany was a different story.
How'd she do that?
Give it up, guys. It's a girl thing.
So, Jane, what did you think of Mr. Cavali's history lecture?
Old news. You seen Brittany lately?
Nah, I think she's still playing soap opera with them after that person with mom today.
Only Brittany can pick on someone else and act like she's the victim.
Well, speaking of Attila,
Well, if it isn't the stab me in the back thing.
Don't be like that, Brittany. Everything isn't about who wins and who loses.
Yeah, you already have everything that Beth wants. So why wasting all this energy trying to shatter her ego?
Spare me the mercy plea. Nothing in the debutante handbook says they have to like the toad.
You're hopeless.
Why are you carrying that Nerf football?
It's not a Nerf football. It's a adult detector.
Adult detector?
You better watch out, Todd.
remind me to splatter your butt on the football field, little man.
So, what's this adult detective thing?
Just watch. Hi, Jenny.
Hey, Beth.
Go back, think fast. See, I found one. What have I ever done to you? What is your problem?
I'm sorry, Beth. Sometimes Brittany can be a mega butthead.
What? Adult detector. It's funny. Doesn't anyone in the school have a sense of humor anymore?
That was ice cold, Brittany.
Yeah, way too frigid, man.
Can you put some antifreeze on it, girl?
Oh, I see. It's Be Kind to Losers Week, and I'm the only one who didn't get invited.
Maybe I am a loser, Brittany. Maybe I am. But at least I don't have to build myself up by putting everyone else around me down. That's the epitome of a loser.
What's a epitome?
Come on. What?
Use your adult detector back, Brittany. And I only see one adult around here, and it isn't Beth.
Word.
Wait up, you guys.
Oh, hey, wait up. That notebook.
That isn't mine.
It's not mine.
Wait a minute. This must be Beth's. I guess she writes poetry.
Poetry.
Yeah, and some of it's not bad. Listen to this. They laugh and point with the words that sting. The careless pain their laughter brings. If only I could make them see there's one like them inside of me.
She's talking about us.
I know.
I felt awful.
Me too. Hey, I've got an idea. You still hang with those musicians?
Kristen Allison?
Sure. Great. I have a favor to ask them.
What is it?
Come on.
Okay. So I'm not the narrator of this play, but maybe I can try some of this time and space thing. I just want to say, it's not easy being a high schooler. It's not easy being a high schooler who looks and acts like me. Let's face it, Jenny's friends are right. I'm an adult, and a nerd, and a loser. It's not that I'm complaining, maybe just a little. There are so many girls more popular, more athletic, more pretty than I am. And I'm just me. I just don't understand why they can't see that I have things to offer too. I mean, I'm smart, I'm pretty. Oh no, I'm not. I don't understand why high school has to be this big competition of winners and losers, and why I always have to be one of the losers. All my life, I've been a little slower, a little uglier, and a little more awkward than everyone else, and if I ever forgot it, there was someone to point it out to me. So I turn my head, and I pretend that it doesn't bother me, but it does. It does, and they don't care. I just want someone to see I matter, and accept me for who I am. Is that too much?
I'm so glad history class is over.
Me too. We can set up over here before the buses come.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, impromptu concert.
That's kind.
Listen, Nikki,
They split up.
Spoiled food.
They used to be good, but not anymore.
Blind better.
Haven't had it in years.
You know, I have never met anyone more in need of a brain transplant than you guys.
I will take that as a compliment.
And so will I.
I give up.
Deb, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Why?
You dropped this earlier.
My journal. Oh, thank God, I've been looking everywhere for it.
I hope you don't mind. I read a few pages.
You read my journal?
I know I probably shouldn't have.
No, you shouldn't have. There's some extremely personal stuff in here, Jenny. Did you and Brittany have a good laugh about it?
I didn't show it to Brittany. Don't get so defensive on me.
Can you blame me?
No, not really, I guess. Listen, I just wanted to get to know you better.
Really?
Yeah, you're not exactly a transparent woman when it comes to talking about your feelings.
So what's the verdict? Am I a total psycho or what?
Actually, as I was reading it, I realized how much I was feeling a lot of the same things.
You? Felt the same way as me?
Yeah. What, do you think you have some sort of copyright on insecurities?
I just never thought a popular girl like you would.
Popular people have feelings too, though that's the best kept secret in high school. We're all just one emotional sunburn trying not to get smacked. Hey, there's the clan. Let's go grab some butt space.
I don't think I should.
Big old girl, you're with me. Yo, clan.
What?
Why are they imitating popcorn?
Long story. Grab some dirt.
These are my friends, Christy and Allison, and they just finished a new song, and they wanted to try it out on us.
Thanks for coming. I'm Christy, this is Allison, and we color band the 180.
We just finished a new song and wanted to test mark on you guys.
We're all ears.
His kid's getting live.
Good one today.
We call this song Uncool. I hope you like it. Those words were too intense. You sank everything I felt in my soul.
It looks like someone else your soulmate, not me.
What do you mean?
We just wrote the music. They were Beth's words.
Beth?
That's right. She wrote the words. We just added the guitar chord. Pretty cool, huh?
Looks like the girl's got talent.
You wrote that?
I guess so.
That was pretty cool.
Thanks. That means a lot coming from you.
Now that school's out for the day, would you like to join us at the pizza place?
Oh, you do not want to miss this. Taki eats so much you can hear him burp all the way from Nevada.
So, what do you say, Beth?
Jenny, your co-girlfriend. Me? I never miss a chance to hear Todd her up.
Come on, we can talk about poetry. I write a little myself.
You write poetry? You're kidding.
Oh, so now you're the one who's judging people by what they look like? Don't you think that's a bit shallow?
You're right. Let's go.
Clear the way, I need belching room!
So that's the story of how Beth became part of our group at River Ridge High. Turns out she was pretty cool after all. Actually, she was pretty cool from the start. We just didn't take the time nor make the effort to see it. And that was pretty uncool of us, don't you think? Anyway, I better get going. There's some pepperoni pizza waiting for me. That is, if Todd left any for the rest of us.
I did it.